your computer. This stream brought to you by my sponsors, Electrical Plugs. Alright, let's, if by any chance you wanted to know how this crossword finished, the time is now ridiculously large, of course. Maybe I won't submit this one to the leaderboard. Alright, scandalous book all about keeping love and sex apart. All about, you think that would be ALL? And oh yeah, I've been reading this recently. It's really brilliant. I mean, it's Humbert is obviously the biggest creep in literature, but it's very good writing. It's very excellent. Alright, drink in every gesture showing approval. That would be nod. Okay. Per nod in every approving gesture. Per nod. Okay, Area 51 opens up belief in invisible controlling powers. What is this? Area 51. 51 is LI. Religion. Region opened up by LI. There we go. Still not finished. Okay, what helps one remember work over in US or in us? Reminder, no. Work could be till, toil, officer who might appear tight-lipped. Purser is an officer, and pursing your lips, of course, makes them tight. What helps one remember work over in US? What helps one remember? Hello, sorry about that. If you were here before I crashed and burned, be full of anger, having lost almost everything, for sure. For sure. It's a word for sure. What helps one remember? Something ick. Work over in US, in us. Oh, it's just an anagram, isn't it? Souvenir. Yeah. Over in us. Be full of, abound, anger having lost almost everything. Okay, anger having lost every letter apart from the first is. Alright, I am going to submit that. I'm going to submit without leaderboard because I don't know how many minutes I was away for, but it was a good number of those. Whoops. Still, if you're gonna not submit to the leaderboard, make it on one of the hard ones, because those ones take a bit longer anyway. It's Saturday. What we got going on a Saturday? There's no concise. There should be a concise, shouldn't there? Oh, there is. Yeah, there we go. One more day. Maybe not all of this day, because it's a big day, Saturday. Profits, winnings, appease, pacify, placate. Capable, soaking up liquid, absorbent. Buscar, deferral. Idling, refuse to acknowledge. Morally corrupt. Okay, some of these downs. Drinking glass. Install. Surf. Peeler. Snake. It's an asteroid, isn't it? Amble. Eastern. This is a reprieve. Descend. Loosen on something. Indiana. Oneness, nice word. Weight, is that boxing class? Hummus and pitta, yum yum. Sweet. Oral hygiene. Depraved. Next. Aft. Tiger's eye, that's a nice word. Against. Fans list. Unfasten. No. Gains here. Submit. I should really put my screen exactly where my eyes are pointing, because then it would not look like I was avoiding your gazes. I really am not avoiding gazes. I like your gaze. Whoever you may be. Alright. Well, you see in the second column here, from the A of gains, there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Don't know about the rest, but there's definitely T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z in the penultimate column, so that's nice. Alright, Saturday QC. Standard refusal to meet Royal Marines. No, Royal Marines. Late killer heroic as an ovation. Ooh, Casanova. Liar not on trial. Anagram. Moogle. Okay, Mogul. About to consume hot tea. Fizzy spirit, drink taken across recreation ground. Sling around a park. Vengeful female, nemesis. Villa in Virginia. This is Stigmata. Miss Marple's middleman. Mule? Male? Oh, if you miss the middle of Marple, you get male. That's a good clue. Female soldier in US going to right and left. GI with right and left. Okay, this is an Arkansas, I guess. Pasta when mixed with ink. Maybe it isn't. Pasta. It doesn't work. Pasta when mixed with ink. Notices Charlie has long hair. Clocks, sea locks. Fly perhaps from insect. Capone say owl arming. Side of the hollow a meter. Vat applied to a brass instrument. A vat is a tub. One politician is licit. Calls taking one in tons. Most bogus is something IEST anyway. Not easy to get. River pilot at first. D is the river I grew up on, and P is the first letter of pilot. Shrouded in secrecy. Oh, sparkling cyanide. I feel like there might be some kind of theme here. After Thursday, one doctor turning up behind two others. Okay, Thursday, one doctor reversed. Side of the hollow a meter, though without the middle letter is T. Hanging that appears end of play. Curtain, that's another Christie novel, as well as Sparkling Cyanide. Raw coming from Irish lake that has taken a second. So it's Loch, but laugh, A in the second place. Most bogus, calls taking one in. Phones is called phoniest. CCID, this is an anagram. Pesticide. Mine's an untidy place. A pit is a tip reversed. Packet. Oh, okay, that's why I thought it was there. go. No one warned me that I put in Nemesis, hoping to see me come a cropper. I can tell your game. Maybe I still will. I was very much thrown by that. That was quite hard for everyone. Topical Tim and me were in a quiz today. We both scored 6 questions out of our own 8 questions correct. But he's much better at quiz than me, as I'm sure I've said many a time. It's a genius of the old trivia. What a guy. What's next? We'll do some Latin. That'll chase you all the way. We'll do a big concise. Maybe I'll do some Latin before closing time, unless I'm called away. Diligent and hard-working. I don't know anything about any of that. Express sympathy or pity. Commiserate. Fine cotton thread. Seedless raisins. Probably sultana. Detainees. Is this a manifesto? Examination of a dead body. That is a I know what that is. Ethan alcohol group living together. It's longer than that. That's what's good. Is it crossword? We can get some crossing letters. And then we can get the answer. Disenfranchisement. It's a good long word. Shelf is a terrace, a ledge or a shore. Resuscitate. Spectator, onlooker. Skilled marksman. Yep. Coarseness. Madam, Adam. Something interacting. Epidermis. Aged, east, quantitative Janssen, quantitative easing. Residential building, is that a domicile? Okay, let's go back to the top. Industrious, I knew there was a word for that. Lyle, I thought it was Lyle, but I didn't put it in because I wasn't sure. Post-mortem, that's the word. Sharpshooter. Or sharpshooter. Bernini. Ethanol. Commune. So is this no? What's this? Residential building. Should know that. Pile of animal droppings. Dung heap. Inflammation from excessive kneeling is housemaid's knee. Make sure I don't forget to do that. Other. Esteem. Hormone stimulating blood circulation. Is this called coagulin? I don't know. That would be clotting, wouldn't it? Let's leave it. My computer's slowed down a lot. Don't like it. Receive as an heir is inherit. Ineffectual person's a lame duck. Something left out is a mission. A mission is omission. Insatiable, that's a good word. Round figure, a circle. Skill or cunning, craft. Could a residential building mean a tenement? People have to live in a tenement, I think. So I'm not liking the look of that very much. Hitting sale is an auction. Hormones stimulating blood circulation. It must be a TIV. How about adrenaline? Turn that into interactive. That might work better. Physically strong and fit. Is this stalwart? I've always heard that used in a more metaphorical kind of sense, but it could be right. Not content or happy. Disappointed. Certainly fits. Basic return on money. Simple. Roman law court. Having no utility. Feel personally called out. Drinks mat. That's a coaster. Hopefully unarmed, gunless. I don't know. Eating. Yeah, all these are wrong. Eating everything. Omnivorous. I don't think an omnivore literally has to eat everything. They just need to not care too much about what kind of thing they eat. It could be a very discriminating omnivore. Very small dog is of course a chihuahua. Yeah, I did come back. You know I would always come back. I'd never leave you hanging. Prejudice is a bias. Causing trouble, mischievous. Well-known hymn. Abide with me. Otago is in New Zealand, not to be confused with Ocado. Betraying one's country. Could be treasonous, could be traitorous. Basic return on money. Simple interest. Yeah, I got all this wrong. And my computer's slowed down to a crawl. Physically strong and fit is not stalwart. Of course it isn't. It's athletic. But can you be athletic if you don't participate in competitions? I don't think you can. I've had this argument before, because in athlon, in Greek, is some kind of prize. So unless you were competing, doesn't matter how strong you are, you're just pumping weights in your gym. You're not athletic. You're just very strong. That's my opinion anyway. Alright, so let's change this to coaster. Let's change this to treasonous. Chew through its egg passes. That's an oviduct. Okay, dissatisfied. How about that? This one's so slow. There we go. Value very highly. Not cherish this time. Type of battleship. The best type of battleship is a dreadnought. Treasure in that case. For the value highly. Unduly overstated, exaggerated. An agger is a Roman word for like a heap of a mound. Heap of stuff. Might make a military agger. Language of Southern Africa is Afrikaans. Ouija board, some good words down here. This is Kyoto. We just swapped around Kyoto to make Tokyo. I think at some point we might possibly see other countries following suit. We could have Dunlun. Dunlun could be the capital of England. Hopper is an assistant. Dunlun. I'd live in Dunlun. Oh, is this really gunless? I hate that. And this would be Basilica. It's got to be. Vote for Nodnol. Nodnol's in Bulgaria, mate. I've seen that episode of Red Dwarf where they go to Backwards World and they see a sign for Nodwall and give themselves high fives because they're in Bulgaria. We've got people living all the way in Gatu. That's amazing. Thank you for tuning in from Gatu. I've got a friend who might live out there in Otago or somewhere near there, I don't know. Felix Geiringer, maybe he doesn't live anywhere near that. He's a lawyer in New Zealand and a troublemaker. He's a great guy. He was at university with me. Felix Geiringer, some kind of controversial lawyer now. Good chap. If you ever meet him in a bar in New Zealand, say hi to him from me. Actually, know lots of people in New Zealand. Maybe not a huge fraction of the significant population of New Zealand. I've got like at least half a dozen friends out there. I should go there one day. Seems like it would be a very nice place to visit. Get away from it all. At one point they were looking for web developers and I almost applied to be a New Zealand web developer. My life would have taken a very different turn if I'd randomly been selected to come and join New Zealand's IT shortfall. Not even working in it anymore. I need a job. If anyone has a job in New Zealand, I probably can't take it. That's fine now. Alright, one more puzzle. Yeah, 4 bazillion sheep. I mean, sheep, even if every sheep just counts for 0.1, that's still a huge population. Alright, what's milky when shaken? Drink from barley. It's like an anagram. Malt, whiskey, yum yum. Republican embraced by a very old, so Arvo is a Victorian post-meridian PM. It's Victorian, it's what they would call the afternoon in Melbourne. English novice coming up to measure exotic rock. Greatest king in line grows old over time. Greatest king. Largest, yeah, line ages over T. Close broadcast with no current issues. Homophone of airless. Snap having volatile mentor thump foes. Another anagram. Snap. Something of the spur of the moment. Snap decision. Sultanate Oman supporting Yi, which is the old animal limb bad. Bother bandaging that. Harm ill ado. Birmingham team at home. Villa. Okay, dessert. Well, this is my favourite dessert, one that I always try, tiramisu. Okay, baker runs away, finished before noon. Oven, over minus R plus N for noon. Old carpet torn to bits and enshrouds a feline. Leopard cat, anagram of old carpet. I've got a cat who's basically a puma, it's lovely. In city invaded by many, not about to show strength. Tree in flatland, did you say? Plain. Perform tango beat in reverse. Perform. Don't know. Gym expected to involve eager teacher. Agog is eager. PE due. Spot seen on decent batter. That's eye on an opener. Do you lead out with your best batter? I guess you do. Didn't know that. Stings perpetrator is a wasp, was head of police. Choice made by European reading in church's election. Not using cipher to frame article in the clear. 3 from suspicion. Ran is smuggled. Jeet is a French farmhouse. Trojan beauty having pull over some ancient Iranian. G, I guess, is the gravitational constant, so that's pull over some ancient Iranian. Any mead from Medea. Mineral in cup, 1 dropped, put on tray. Chalice, put on is dawn. Okay, write about the greatest Gurkha. Ooh, that seems hard. Is this pen reverse plus number 1? I don't know a Gurkha called Penoy. Language, in Lithuania, never won for translation. Don't know. Stole about £1. Okay, is Panamanian money is boa? Oh, a stole is a boa. Yeah. Okay, speak without distinction in France on consuming litres. Slur, sur is French for on. Language in Lithuania, never won for translation. I don't know what's going on anymore. Reportedly unknown gauge in King's weapon. Okay, you've got to know how to spell this, and I think it's with a U. In city invaded by many, not about to show strength. In city, to show strength. Perform. Okay, to be is to cane. Okay, so Lithuania minus all the I's anagram. We get Nahuatl, which was the ancient language. Oh, yeah. I was like, what is a Nepoi? Of course, a Nepali would be a Sherpa. Ali is the greatest ever boxer. English novice coming up to measure exotic rock. English novice coming up to measure. Meteorite, English tyro reversed after meet, to measure. In city invaded by many, not about to show strength. In city invaded by many, not about. Oh man, I was doing alright, and now it's ground to a halt. City invaded by many. Many is not about. Not. You could take out re, you could take out c, you could take out ca. Ooh, intensity. Y. In city. Okay, no c. Invaded by tens. Okay, that's quite a lot. Yeah, of course, a New Zealander would know all about cricket. You've got Hadley and Southey and I don't know Hui. They all end with E though, all New Zealand cricketers that I know. 628, it's not so bad. Not so bad. Ethan Panning on 3, Magoo on 353, very good. Yeah, he's going to come back to the Times Crossword next year and be ready for another name on his cup. His cup. Whew. But yeah, maybe I'll do faster when I'm not talking about it and getting distracted by thoughts of New Zealand midstream. Is there anything I haven't done from Saturday? Oh, it's Big Jumbo. Alright, let's do this. See if we can do this in time. In the time allotted. I might have to go at any moment. We can try. Alright, dangerous reptile flusters hack regularly visiting northeast. Oh my goodness. Old friend taught of spirits shimmering effect. Nope. Last of kids, shut up being exhausted. Pent is shut up. Defiant chap entering further. Is this Stan inside a reset? European citizen making cuts in opera. The Barber of Seville. Good opera. Turner's device Henry invested in tardily. A lathe is a place for turning. He's pressed hard, surprisingly. That looks like an anagram of Shepherd S. This is a rattlesnake. So much easier with a couple of letters. Rival church leaders hint in article, not at all. Tip in a nope. Additional time welcomed by girl left outside union. extramarital. Yeah, Maria is the girl, and left is L. Limited object, the French authorize. Entity without the last letter plus le. It's got to be spaceship. With it is hip. A singular type intended to dispose of a potpourri. Vicious dog. Arbiter. Extremely popular, breezy sounding, airy. A newlywed taking in garments at first, a bridge bride. Trio mostly raving originally about sick. This looks like a thriller. Disclose how age impaired, a futile mission. Wild Goose Chase. I think Wild Goose Chase was first found in the Shakespeare play Romeo and Juliet. Fab fact. Walk across street supporting deliveries on cycle, perhaps. Overs is deliveries. On cycle. Walk across street. I don't know. I hope you get some more good letters because I'm confused. Tree, sun, hidden in Vandal, he resonated is Alder. Soldier in outskirts of Epsom, overtaken and surrounded. Dry clinic, oddly shaped like a tube. Cylindric. Memo causing upset to college, each in reverse. Semstress beheaded Soa without the first letter. This is clearly talked of spirit. Shimmering effect. This is opalescent. Essence is spirit, yes. Month, a boxer originally talked. It's Ali again, still the greatest. Encompassed, is that? NCO is a soldier, non-commissioned officer. A singular type intended to dispose of a potpourri. Intended to dispose of A is meant. A singular type, AS sort, and that is a potpourri. Walk across street. Okay, over street ride, overstride, fun word. Old King, that's going to be Edward the Confessor, probably, given those letters. Cable, English leg in a tram. Muslim legal expert, that's a mufti, and in Asterix the Legionary they're all having a good chat about being in mufti. Yeah, that's the only reason I know the word mufti is from Asterix. Unusually nasty, adverse mark for use of language, anagram of nasty plus an X for a wrong crossword. The pink square of the olden pre-internet days. Hardy characters suitor carrying light by day. Gabriel Oak, Angel Clare, I don't know. Fairly lofty, that's tallish, Thomas Tallis with an H. Cheap, informal English comedian, that's an English comic with a number inside it, economic. Suitor carrying light by day. Hospital doctor, principally employing this form of communication. Note gun covering Tyler's power unit. Knee gat with what Tyler? Peasant revolt man. Silverhead poet picked up top journalist. Silverhead, Gray wrote Elegy in a Country Churchyard. up. Grey-headed. Pop journalist, head Ed. I don't know. Reduced size of quiet rink is quiet skating when you use a shush rink. Book miners once outside the hotel. Nahum, everyone's favourite book of the Bible. Scallywag, this is going to be whippersnapper. Clear, first of plants, eye cold ineptly. Clear. Pellucid, ooh, I like that word. That is something that is very lucid, is perlucid or pellucid. Ring and cancel film. Annul ET. Oh, what is this? Cardi characters suitor carrying light by day. Wooer. The Woodlanders is a Hardy novel, not one I know well. Okay, 34 down. Broadcast by artisans dismissing first as such. Craftsmen without yes. Craftsmen without yes. Reactive element is a must somehow under river. Phosphorus, potassium. I can't remember. Storm is a must under the river Po. Yeah. So it is potassium. Obstructional. Telstar by Joe Meek is one of my favourite ever. Little songs. I find it's the sound of the future in the early 60s, isn't it? I like historical sounds of the future. Really interesting. Oh, asafoetida. Risk-free. I don't think that is necessarily a bitter resin, but it could be. A safe target. Yeah, it's asafoetida. Also known as hing. Like some aquatic animals, oddly imposing, for one eye ignored. Dancer in male crew carrying flag. Flag is crew is man. M is male. I don't know. Boredom is going to be ennui, ennui. Chap tucking into fleshy fruit is primarily manifesting piggishness. I see the is man. A gourd could be a fleshy fruit. Gourmandism, nice word. Polluted atmosphere is a smog. Trickster chucks out daughter. One married in bond, perhaps. Fraud. Oh, Morris man. Isn't Oris a flag? I would not have guessed that. Maybe Oris is a plant that's also called flag. Police force into mother receives right by Canadian lake. How about gendarmerie? Erie being a Canadian lake. Stingy, governor in church, economical about energy. Cheese pairing means stingy. Copper, married man from Kendall say. Copper. From Kendall, okay. Copper married Brian. Kendall mint cake. Urge to take liberal inside preserved Arab area. Urge. Heavyweight introducing a posh car cover. Tono? Is that what that is? Hospital is an intern, hospital doctor. The internet is a form of communication, usually miscommunication, but in theory, it's for communication. Like some aquatic animals, oddly imposing for one, I ignored. Like some aquatic longiform. Couldn't believe that. Tearjerker holding sanctimonious. Onion holding pie. Falls with extreme difficulty. A nasty shock. Like a horrible bird's nest. Nasty shock. I don't know. Sergeant Major swigging beer in U.S. State Capitol, the capital of the state I'm currently in, Salem, Oregon. Source of beam installed in Agricola's era. That's laser is hidden inside that. Girl with capacity to contain anger over mischief. Okay, with ability, Die is the girl. With ability is able to stick in reversed anger and get diablerie. Alright, falls, bombs with hell. A nasty shot could be a bombshell. Giant, one primarily. Okay, Titan, and then you've got, what's her name? Titania from Midsummer Night's Dream. Urge to take liberal inside preserved Arab area. This looks like an interesting word. Kleptomania, urge to take. Kept Omani area. Alright. Okay. I think that went reasonably well. Pending pink squares. Zero total errors. Came in 21st. Could actually be anyone interesting. Probably not. Jason did it in a minute quicker than me. And then we've got some good people. Year-old Karathi. I only ever met Karathi at the Times Crossword Championship. He's someone I always look forward to seeing. Maybe I'll see you there if you're a British person watching this. You should come in October. We'll all be having lots of drinks. In Kota here, it's an anagram. It means high octane. It's in Kota is high octane. He is a good setter, and my Connections Online Quiz League co-team member. What do you call that? He's a team member with me. He's a good chap. Not a lot of people even bother to do this one. Where is their sense of completism? Alright, well, I'm definitely not doing many more after all that. That was a workout, so we'll do the Latin. You can all go away now, because you don't like Latin. Choose legally. Of the descendants of Troy's survivor. This is sort of Aeneas, his mother. Can't look up how that goes. Definitely Aeneas something. Air breeze or breath. Oh, this is going really badly. Smells. Could this be odores? Needle. The foramen of a needle. Acui, something like that. Dicunt tradent. They say, they hand over. We work at and bring about. If it's a deponent, it's going to end with something like that. Ship for a many-eyed giant. Argo. To fall by with or from Argus. Be here paying proper attention. Ades Perlatus, maybe? He accused. Reus, as in mens rea, is a guilty mind. Nimble. Fools of songs. Oh dear. Anova tente. Pavonem, Pavonis, Pavoni. You, tute. O tite, tute, tate, tibitante, tyranny, tulisti. One of the very worst little bits of Latin poetry ever there. O tite, tute, tate, tibitante, tyranny, tulisti. I mean, it might have sounded good in the 2nd or 3rd century BC. Not fun business. So this is where the word for business comes from, is negotium. Otium is fun or leisure. Word for school. Negotiating is when you have to not do your fun things like crosswords and go and do your business. I wander off and deviate is aberro, as in aberrant. She recounted, memoravit, tradidit. Thresholds, doors, that's limina. A limen is a threshold, subliminal, things under the threshold. A thread, can't remember. Not necessarily liking this. Oh no, I like that. Check grid is what I want to do. I just want to see how well we're doing. We're doing well! Everything is... was everything right? Oh, so close. Foramen acus, I guess. Acus, sacum, acus, sacui, acu. Nimble. Nimble. Oh dear. Decunt or tradiunt. I don't know. She recounted. How about arvit? To be carried through. Arvit looks good for the ending. Incense. Verbenas pueri ponite. Water nymph. You go soon?
Yes.
Ready to go now?
Soon, yeah.
Okay. I'll do this for another couple of minutes then. Air, breeze, or breath. Ether? No. Animus? Oh, accusative. Animam, okay. There we go. Nimble. Jewels. Gemmers? You know someone called Gemma, as I do. Her name is just gem in Latin. Choose legally. Opte? I don't know. Not at all. Choose legally. As songs of poems. Carminum. This is where I check everything. Decunt or tradunt. You work at and bring about. It's gotta be. She recounted the narrative as in narration. Nuntiunt, they announced, like a nuntio, a papal nuncio. Nimble, nimble, nimble. I've got to go, so give myself a boost. Reveal nimble pernicam. Okay. I don't know what that is. Choose legally. Alright. Look at that. Lege. Oh, it's an imperative, I guess. Emolumer, is that how it works? Emolumer. Emolumer is good, like emolument is what you worked for. A thread. I'm going to get this one. Starman. Oh, flowers have that. Incense. 2A, something like that. 2S. Oh no, I got this completely wrong. 20 down. Water nymph. This was a naiad. Okay, we'll call it a naias. To be carried through, brought to an end and finished. Ziggy, okay. No. Nuntio, Nuntius, Nuntiate, Nuntianus, Nuntiate, Nuntio, I don't know. Well, there you go, an unexciting finish to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 days of crosswords. Okay, I've done my job for today. I will, maybe see you all again. We might have something special and fun tomorrow. Something that's not even crossword related, except in a very tenuous way. So yeah, we'll have to see if that happens at roughly the same time tomorrow. We've got some interesting ideas. But as you know, I just appear at random times, so you won't know when to tune in if that somehow managed to pique your interest. Everybody's paying attention after the Latin crossword, needless to say. Anyway, I'm going out.